Om Shri Sai Ram. Let us offer our most humble and reverential pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Mother Sai. We, the Mahila Vibhag of Sri Satya Sai Seva Organizations Karnataka, pray to our eternal Mother Sai to eradicate the COVID-19 from the entire world by dedicating our Ladies' Day program at the feet of Bhagavan. Respected elders, esteemed guests, dear sisters, a warm welcome to this auspicious occasion of Ladies' Day, celebration of 2020. A gratified Sairam to all of you. Today, we have distinguished guests in the panel of Ladies' Day celebration and Mahilas from all the three wings of Sri Satya Sai Seva Organization, Karnataka. With utmost reverence, humility, and gratitude, we welcome our beloved Mother, Sai, to this webinar program and humbly request our Sai Ma to use all of us as worthy instruments in the divine mission. It's our profound duty to remember Ishwarama, the mother of the Avatar, on this Ladies' Day. It's a privilege and honor to have amongst us Srimati Kamala Pandya, the National Coordinator for Education Wing of Sri Satya Sai Seva Organizations, India. She has dedicated her entire life for Sri Satya Sai Bal Vikas movement and fortunate enough to have a lifelong association with Bhagavan. Along with Srimati Kamala Pandya, I am immensely pleased to acknowledge the presence of our All India President Sri Nimish Pandya sir. Sairam sir. In today's webinar program, we are pleased to have Sri Padmanabh Pai sir and brother Sri Venkat Gosavi, the state presidents of Karnataka North and Karnataka South. And Sai Pranam to all the state office bearers, district office bearers, and Samiti office bearers, and all the devotees of Bhagavan from Karnataka North and Karnataka South. One sound comprising of three divine energies or Shakti for creation, preservation, and transformation. Our Divine Mother Sai has called Omkara as the life principle for every person. To give a blessed start for today's Ladies' Day celebration, the Balvika students of Sri Satya Sai Academy of Integrated Education, Bhadravati, shall chant three Omkaras and Meda Suktam. Over to the children, Saira.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Gumhavamahe Kavin Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinmannotibhisida Sadhanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajirvajini Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dadatu Mai Medam Mai Prajam Mai Indrayam Dadatu Mai Medam Mai Prajam Mai Yograja Dadatu Mai Medam Mai Medam Mai Medam Mai Prajam Mai Medam Mai Prajam Mai Prajam Mai Prajam Mai Prajam Mai Prajam Mai Agnir Mai Prajam Mai Agnihi Prajamiti Prajam Mai Agnir Mai Agnistejas Tejognir Mai Agnistejah अग्निस्तेजस्तेजोऽग्निरग्निस्तेजो ददातु ददातु तेजोऽग्निरग्निस्तेजो ददातु तेजो ददातु ददातु तेजस्तेजो ददातु मयि मयि ददातु तेजस्तेजो ददातु मयि ददातु ददातु मयि मेदां मयि ददातु मयि मेदां प्रजां मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रो मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्रः प्रजामिति प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रो मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियम् इन्द्रो मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियम् 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 ददातु ददात्विन्द्रियम् ददातु इन्द्रियम् ददात्विन्द्रियम् ददातु मयि मयि ददात्विन्द्रियम् ददातु मयि ददातु मयि मेदां मयि ददातु मयि मेदां प्रजां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यः प्रजामिति प्रजां मयि सूर्यो मयि सूर्यो ब्राजः सूर्यो मयि सूर्यो ब्राजः सूर्यो ब्राजः सूर्यो ब्राजो ददातु ब्राजः सूर्यो ब्राजो ददातु ब्राजो ददातु ददात्विति ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाय परिपालयन्तां ज्ञानेन मार्गेण महिषा गो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम तत्सत् साईराम.
With efforts and prayers, destiny can be attained. On the festive occasion, Srimati Manjula Rao, the state spiritual coordinator of Karnataka North, shall present the invocation song.
Siddha Lakshmi, Moksha Lakshmi, Jaya Lakshmi, Saraswati, Shri Lakshmi, Varalakshmi Cha, Prasanna Varada Shubha, Prasanna Varada Shubha, Prasanna Varada Shubha. Hariya Hridayada Cheluve, Hariya Hridayada Cheluve, Hariya Hridayada Cheluve, Lakshmi Mangali Saubhagya Taruve, Lakshmi Mangali Saubhagya Taruve, Mangale Saubhagya Taruve, Hariya Hridayada Cheluve, Lakshmi Mangali Saubhagya Taruve, Mangale Saubhagya Taruve, Hariya Hridayada Cheluve. Kamale Karuniya Kadale, Kamale Karuniya Kadale, Amma Varamale Kariyuva Mugile, Kamale Karuniya Kadale, Amma Varamale Kariyuva Mugile, Bhaktara Hridayada Kusumadali, ಭಕ್ತರ ಹೃದಯದ ಕುಸುಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಕ್ತಿಯ ಮಧುವನು ಅರಸುತ್ತಲಿ ಹರಿಯ ಹೃದಯದ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಮಂಗಳಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ತರುವೆ ಮಂಗಳೆ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ತರುವೆ ಹರಿಯ ಹೃದಯದ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಕ್ಷೀರ ಸಾಗರದಿ ಬಂದವಳೆ ಶ್ರೀಹರಿ ಕೈಗಳ ಹಿಡಿದವಳೆ ಕ್ಷೀರ ಸಾಗರದಿ ಬಂದವಳೆ ಶ್ರೀಹರಿ ಕೈಗಳ ಹಿಡಿದವಳೆ ಕೋಲಾಸುರನ ಕೊಂದವಳೆ ಕೋಲಾಸುರನ ಕೊಂದವಳೆ ಅರಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ತರುವವಳೆ ಕೋಲಾಸುರನ ಕೊಂದವಳೆ ಅರಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ತರುವವಳೆ ಹರಿಯ ಹೃದಯದ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಮಂಗಳಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ತರುವೆ ಮಂಗಳೆ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ತರುವೆ ಹರಿಯ ಹೃದಯದ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಹರಿಯ ಹೃದಯದ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಹರಿಯ ಹೃದಯದ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಸಾಯಿರಾಮ್.
Thank you, sister, for your devoted rendition. With due respect, I request Srimati Priya Sai, State Service Coordinator of Karnataka North, to give a brief introductory note about our chief guest and welcome the dignitaries. Over to Priya, ma'am.
Om Sri Sairam. Offering my most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Saima, I humbly pray Bhagavan for his blessings for this program. Respected All India President Shri Nimish Pandya Sir, National Education Coordinator Srimati Kamala Pandya Madam, State Presidents of Karnataka North and South, and state level and district level office bearers of Karnataka, and all the Mahilas of Karnataka, I am here to welcome and introduce Srimati Kamala Pandya Madam. On behalf of all the Mahilas of Karnataka, I consider it my privilege to welcome our National Education Coordinator, Kamala Madam, to address us on this auspicious Mahila Day celebrations of Sri Satya Sai Seva Organization. I also wish to welcome our All India President, Shri Nimish Pandya Sir, to this program. We have known Kamala Madam for the last several decades. Madam is an ardent devotee of Bhagavan and has dedicated herself to the Sai mission. She is very humble, always accessible. She is always ready to guide, support activities of all the three wings of the organization. When we requested Madam to address the Mahilas of Karnataka, she readily gave us her consent. Kamala Madam is a lawyer by profession, practicing in Bombay High Court. Swami performed her marriage with Nimish Pandya Sir in Prashanti Nilayam. Swami told her to pursue her studies in law after her marriage. She completed her studies with a gold medal. We are all delighted to have Kamala Madam as a guest speaker today. I once again welcome Kamala Madam to this program. Sairam Madam.
Thank you, Srimati Priya ma'am, for such a wonderful and sweet welcoming words. The Vedas declare that where women are honored and esteemed, their divinity is present with all its potency. Now, I kindly request our chief guest of today's Ladies' Day celebration, Srimati Kamala Pandya, to share her abundant spiritual knowledge. Srimati Kamala Pandya is a humble devotee and daughter of Bhagavan. She is a guide and guru for education in human values since her tender age of 17. Through committed and dedicated gurus, the essence of a life is Bhagavan's words, Bhagavan's message, and Bhagavan's mission. With utmost respect and love, over to you, ma'am.
Om Sri Sai Ram. At the outset, let me wish all the ladies present here and in absentia a very happy Ladies' Day. Paying my obeisance to Bhagwan, let me start the role of the Mahila Vibhag as an expansion of the Sri Satya Sai Seva organization. We'll have the first slide on the. Before I tell you the story, I want to take you to the Padma Purana. Lord Krishna had left his mortal coil and everybody was sad. The sages were sad. All were sad because now who would they go to for their counsel? So the sages decided that let us go to sage Vyasa and ask him for his advice. They went to sage Vyasa, and sage Vyasa was not in his ashram. He was at the river Ganges taking the Sandhya Vandana. They went closer to him and they saw him dip his head 3 times in the water and say, in the Kali Yuga, Mahilas be fortunate. In the Kali Yuga, Mahilas be fortunate. In the Kali Yuga, Mahilas be fortunate. They went closer thinking that now he would open his eyes and come out. But he continued his prayers and said, in the Kali Yuga, children be fortunate. In the Kali Yuga, children be fortunate. Children be fortunate. Then he opened his eyes and he saw all the sages there. They asked him, sir, why did you say this? So he said, remember, during the earlier ages, we had Lord Brahma and he told Prahlad, the little boy Prahlad, that in the Kali Yuga, I will take birth and come down as an avatar to protect my children and the thousands of youths at my lotus feet. The sages said, then what was the second prayer that he said? Yes, you know, the children love their mothers the most. So I prayed for their mothers also. That in the Kali Yuga, I will come down as an avatar. And that avatar was Sri Satya Sai Baba. He came down as an avatar and started the Sri Satya Sai Seva organization. And not only that, he started the Mahila wing, the Mahila Vibhag. And he continued to say, the Mahila wing, there's some noise coming. Right? So, I continued with the story of Lord Brahma, and he was telling everyone, all the sages there, that I will come down again in the Kali Yuga, and he has come down in the Kali Yuga as Sri Satya Sai Bhagwan, and also has started the Sri Satya Sai Seva organization, and has started the Mahila Vibhag and the Sri Satya Sai Bal Vikas. Now what about the men? The sages asked. The men will will, in the Kali Yuga, support and look after, cooperate with the women and the children. They will not go to the forest, but they will work in society for the upliftment of society. Taking the story further, the Christians gave a beautiful example of Jesus Christ and the angel. It was the 6th day, and the Lord God was working late at night. An angel came by and asked, "Why are you spending so much time on this creation?" The Lord answered, "Have you seen the specifications?" Next slide. Therefore, she must function in all kinds of situations. She must be able to embrace several kids at the same time. Have a hug that can heal anything from a bruised knee to a broken heart. She must do all this with only 2 hands. Next. The angel was impressed. Just 2 hands? Impossible. And this is your standard model? The angel came closer and touched the woman. But God, you have made her soft. She's soft. But I have made her strong. She can endure and overcome. The angel asked, can she think? Not only can she think, but she can reason and negotiate. Next slide. She can not only think, but she can reason and negotiate. The angel touched her cheeks. Lord, there is something wrong with your creation. It's leaking. There's a tear. There's a tear. Something is coming down. The Lord said, it's not a tear, it's a tear. The Lord said, tears are her way of expressing her grief, her doubt, her love, her loneliness, her suffering, her pride. This made the big impression on the angel. Next. A woman is indeed marvelous. The Lord said, indeed she is. She has strength that amazes man. She can handle trouble and carry heavy burdens. Her love is unconditional. The angel asked, she's a perfect being. The Lord replied, no, she has one drawback, one problem with her. She does not know her worth. She does not know her worth. She often forgets what is her worth. Next. And therefore, we have to pay attention to the worth of a woman. Srimati Soumya mentioned in the beginning of her introduction that where the woman is worshipped, the gods are happy. And therefore, we come to the most important part of the women, the Mahila Vibhag. If you look at the word Mahila, it has 3 consonants and 3 vowels. The consonants are M, H and L. And the vowels are A, I and A. So what is the role of the Mahila? The Mahila has first the role of a mother. M stands for mother. And therefore, we have seen the mother's role in the life of Shivaji, in the life of Rama, in the life of Gandhiji, and most recently in the life of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison, I'd like to share with you, was a genius by birth. But all his teachers thought that he was a duffer. They called him an adult child, a dumb child. In fact, he was so intelligent that he would ask questions all the time. The teachers got irritated. They didn't want him in school. So the teacher wrote a note one day and folded it and gave it to Edison and said, Thomas, when you go home, give this note to your mother. Thomas went home and gave his note to his mother. The mother opened the note and read it. She had tears flowing down her eyes. but she didn't say anything. She decided that she will take up the teaching of her son. What did her son do? Her son would watch and observe everything. He observed that when a mother hen sits on eggs, they hatch up into chickens. So one day he brought a basket of eggs and sat on them. And you know what happened when he sat on a basket of eggs? Then he had spoiled his pants. Another day he saw that the birds eat worms and fly. So he asked his mother, why does the bird eat worms, Mama? Mother said, to be able to fly. So he got an idea. He went to his room and picked up some worms and made a paste, a chutney out of it, and then gave it to his maid and watched her while she ate that chutney, hoping that she would fly. But the maid did not fly. In fact, she vomited everything out. These were the pranks that Thomas Edison did until he became a great inventor of the bulb. One day, after his mother's death, he was cleaning his drawers, and in his drawer he saw a note folded and kept. He opened it and he read, and he was shocked. In that note was written, Edison is an adult child, a duffer. But he became a genius because of his hero mother. So therefore, the mother plays a very important role in the life of a child. Before we do the other vowels, let me come to H. The next consonant. We'll go to the next slide, please. The mother is the maker of a home. When there is righteousness in the heart, Bhagavan says, there is beauty in character. When there is beauty in character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. So, for the world to have world peace, it is essential that we start with harmony in the home. The starting point is the home. That is the second consonant. And the third is L. L is for love. The mother, the woman stands for love and sacrifice. These are the two inherent qualities of a woman. And that is why Swami allowed the Mahila Vibhag to take up the role of Bal-Vikar Guru, because they are the best teachers. I have a beautiful story of a boy called Douglas. It was Thanksgiving Day, and the teacher told all the children in the class, draw something to express gratitude. So everybody took out their papers and pencils and began drawing. And what did they find? That somebody was drawing a flower, somebody was drawing a bird. Everybody was busy. But Douglas had drawn the picture of a hand. Picture of a hand. The hand. So the teacher went round and said, whose hand is this, Douglas? Is this your father's hand? The one who earned money and brings? No, ma'am, it's not my father's hand. Then whose is it? Is it the farmer's hand? No, it's not the farmer's hand. Then whose hand is it? After a little smile in his face, Douglas said, ma'am, this is your hand. This is your hand which has led me and shown me the pathway on this world. And therefore, we must appreciate the hand of a teacher who is full of love and sacrifice. Anger is alien to women. We don't have anger, especially in women. They might be getting irritable, but not angry. The Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan has said, has 7 qualities that are given to a woman, whereas 3 to a man. The 7 are Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Sahana, Ananda, and Swahanubhiti. That is spirituality. Let's go to the next slide. It is rightly said that if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. So the role of a woman is indeed primarily important. We have finished the consonants, but let us do the vowel. A-I-A. Before I go to this, A stands for, a woman will first have the A of love, the Ananda. What Ananda does she have? That she will appreciate that whenever she does seva, she must be there in time, must give it with love. The I of the second vowel is inquiry. The woman appreciates that before I do any seva, I must study about it. I must be ready. I must prepare. And therefore, inquiry is also a second vowel in the woman. The third vowel of A is giving up the fruit of action. Nishkama seva. Every woman does seva and offers it to God, not worried about the benefits of that seva. Let's go ahead and see which roles she plays. The woman plays many roles in the growth of a family. We saw the role of the mother, the teacher, but we find that the teacher of Vedas is only 10 times more venerable than an ordinary teacher. A father is 100 times more venerable than the teacher, but the mother is 1,000 times more venerable than the father. So the woman as a mother has a primarily important role to play. Let's go to the next slide. There are multiple roles that a woman plays. She is Shraddha, the image of faith. She is Griha Lakshmi, the honor and fortune of the home, the goddess of home. She is Ardhangini, the better half. This is what Swami had told me when he performed our marriage. He said, you be the Ardhangini, because he knew that I had to work along with my husband. Ilalu, the mistress of the home, not of the office. And Dharmapatni is the one who fosters righteousness. So a Mahila is also known as a Stree because it has the three gunas of Sattvic, Tamasic and Rajasic. The Sa of Sattvic stands for forbearance, compassion and love. The Ta or the Tamasic guna stands for modesty, shyness and patience of a woman. And the Ra stands for courage, sacrifice and adventure. So, we move to the next slide. That woman, when you see the spelling, includes man. She includes he. Woman has two qualities of compassion and love, willingness to serve. The woman must watch the world, but let the world not watch her. Swami is very particular, that is why, of how a woman dresses up. Give up the ego, he says, Swami says. Give up the ego. Edge out the ego of your life and you will be a better person in life. Women have a great role in the expansion of the organization. Some suggestions that I could make for you is visit homes in the Samiti by Balvika's homes, invite mothers to join in bhajans or to come and conduct a class sometimes, maybe tell a story, play a game with other children, join in Prashanti Seva, medical seva, encourage women to work from home like activities like making agarbatti, handicrafts, pickles, candles, woolen items. Mahilas can take part in the vocational guidance, rural as well as in the urban. An exhibition of Mahila activities can be done in every state. Value addition to exhibition can be handicrafts, utilities and other innovations. Collect written articles from women of repute. identifying 100 top women from different walks of life and recognizing their contribution. Many of you in Karnataka, you are doing this. I've been witness to one or two of those programs where I think Ma'am Nirmala is doing this, and it's a good effort on the part of the women of Karnataka. Next, we see the woman plays a role in the expansion of the organization. We spend a little time on this part. The organization is Sri Satya Sai Seva Organization. Before you plunge into Seva, you must remember the first three S's, the name of Sai, Sri Satya Sai. So you must start the day with S, that is silent sitting. Fill the day with study, self-study. End the day with self-audit and then merge into Seva. Let me share with you the first. Let's go to the next slide first. The silence is golden and we must practice silent sitting. Next. Let us have a demo of silent sitting session. You have the candles lit in front of you. Today is La Pancham and it's a good day to light the divas in your house. So we have the divas here ready for you. Keep your eyes on the divas and bring the light of the divas in the region between your eyebrows. If you can visualize the light, close your eyes. If you cannot, look again. See, grasp, and then again close your eyes. Watch the movement of your breath. So, 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 Continually watch your breath, especially in these days. It's important to watch your breath. With the pandemic so vibrant and variant, it is necessary that we watch our breathing power. We will now let the light go down to our eyes and let us see the eyes filled up with divine light. The eyes have become pure. They have become holy. The eyes are the windows of our faith. Let the light enter your ears, the right ear and the left ear. These ears have become holy. These ears have become pure. Let the light go down to the nose, onto the mouth, the tongue. This tongue has become pure. It will speak sweetly, softly, politely. Let the light go down the throat, onto the chest, and let this chest be full of pure, vibrant light. Take the light to the stomach, the abdomen, the health of your body improves. If the stomach is kept in good health, your entire body's health will improve. Continue the light up to your right hand and your left hand. These hands have become pure. These hands will do God's work. These hands will do good work. Hands that pray hands that serve are holier than lips that pray. Let the light go down the entire region of your body, to the stomach and the abdomen, down the legs, the right leg and the left leg. These feet have become pure. These feet will tread the path of dharma. Slowly take the light up your back, across the spinal column, and bring it back to the region of your eyebrows. From there, slowly bring it to the heart. See Bhagwan seated in your heart and pray to Bhagwan. Oh Sai, make me your child true and pure. Help me to be kind and loving, sincere and forgiving. Let the light go out in widening circles. Seeing your mother and father seated in that light, your children, your parents, your servants, pray for your enemies and friends. Let your neighbors bask in that divine light. See everybody happy and content. The light goes out in widening circles to include the society in which you live, the neighborhood, the entire cosmos, every aspect of God's creation. The birds, the flowers, the animals are filled with divine light. Pray that all are happy, all are healthy. Slowly bring that light back and let it rest in the region of your heart. And carry this light for the rest of the day. Deepam Jyoti Para Brahma, Deepam Jyoti Parayane, Deepena Harate Papam, Sandhya Deepam Saraswati. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly open your eyes and rub your palms, lending the warmth to your eyes. This is how you must start your day every day. Just 2 to 3 minutes of silent sitting will work wonders in your life. Then the next S that we have to see, let's go back 3 slides back. 3 slides back, please. One more. Yeah, that's all. We go to the next S, that is to fill the day with self-study. Whenever you get time, read good literature. I don't say only read Sai literature, read good literature, so that you're always ready whenever you are asked to speak or to conduct a class or to share an example, then you can tell from your reading. And you must end the day with self-audit, self-introspection. Ask yourself, am I a better person today than what I was yesterday? If the answer is yes, go to sleep. If the answer is no, ask, whom did I hurt? What went wrong? Where can I improve myself? And only when you have found out the answer, then put your head on the pillow and go to bed. So these are the 3 S's we must all do. Remember, Sri Satya Sai, reminding us to start the day with silence, fill the day with self-study, end the day with self-audit, and only then merge into Seva. Here I have a beautiful story to tell. There was once a boy who was begging from door to door to earn some money to pay for his school fees. One day while he was begging, he knocked at the door. The woman of the house opened the door and he was shocked. He wanted to ask for a glass of milk. But he said, "Ma'am, can I have some milk?" The ma'am was a beautiful lady. She said, "Son, wait, I'll bring you something." She went in and she brought him a glass of milk. He was shocked. How did she read my mind? How did she know that I wanted milk? So he looked at her quizzically and he asked, "Ma'am, is this for me?" "Yes, this is all for you. Drink it up, boy." And he drank up. And then he took out a 1 dime which was lying in his pocket. "Ma'am, can I pay you for this milk?" The ma'am said, "No. My mother taught me never to take money for a good act." So Howard Kelly was named the boy, said, "Ma'am, I thank you with all my heart for this glass of milk." Howard Kelly left, but he went home a very happy man. He grew up all the time remembering this beautiful lady. And not only that, he became a great doctor. One day, while he was in his clinic, he got a message that Mrs. So-and-so is suffering from this disease and she needs your treatment. She is from the village of so-and-so. When he read the name of the village, it struck a bell. That's where I used to beg, he remembered. So he kept quiet and he went about his duty. When this lady came, he went to check her up, but he was dressed up in his doctor's clothes with his mask and everything, so she could not see him, but he could see her. He saw the woman and he recognized, this is the lady who gave me that glass of milk, he thought in his mind. I'll do my best for her. And he gave her his full heart. He attended to her, paying attention to all her needs. And it was time for her to be discharged from the hospital, healthy and safe. So, when she left the hospital, she asked for the bill. But she was worried. I hope it's not too much, she thought, because I don't think I can afford so much now in this old age of mine. And then, meanwhile, Dr. Kelly tells his nurse, before you give the bill to her, take my signature. So the nurse comes to him and gives him the bill. He writes something and he gives it to her. The nurse doesn't read it. She goes and gives it to the beautiful lady. The beautiful lady opens the note, the bill, the invoice with trembling hands, hoping that the bill should not be too much. And there she reads, all this for a full glass of milk. Nil, zero of money. Money is rupee zero or pound zero with a full glass of milk. That is the seva which we must do. Do the seva and forget about it. Exactly like what the lady had done. She had given him a full glass of milk, and that glass of milk stood him stead so that he became one of the greatest doctors and known as Dr. Howard Kelly. So we must therefore remember these 3 S's of start the day with silence, fill the day with self-study, end the day with self-audit, and then only merge into seva. Let's go ahead, please. Still ahead. One more. So, what is the role of men? Men should protect women. And Swami had said that the father should protect her in the childhood, the husband in the youth, and the son in old age. So every stage a woman must be protected. Swami was very protective about his women. He did not like the way anybody wore clothes which were suggestive. In fact, I remember when we got married, he told me that you are from Bombay and be careful of how you dress up. The world is watching and therefore you must wear your sari correctly. I remember him in the interview room telling me how to drape a sari. That was Swami's love for women. We'll go ahead. Next verse. The women has to be expanded in the organization. We have to bring more excellence amongst the women in the organization. So therefore, award of excellence which you all are doing in Karnataka for one woman. Panel discussions with specific women related topics that guide the Sri Satya Sai Seva organization as a way forward. And we must invite women of eminence as guests of honor, speakers like doctors, lawyers, counselors, and such who will spread this message of the Lord and more and more. Move on, please. The power of bhakti. In the days of yore, olden days, only a person who has bhakti, devotion, could go into the inner chambers of the divine palace. Those who had wisdom had to stay in the audience hall, the Diwani Am and the Diwani Khas. A woman was allowed to go to the Diwani Khas, but the man, because of his wisdom, was restricted to the Diwani Am. Men had no entry into the Antapura, inner chamber of the palace. Only women who symbolized devotion could go down to the Antapura. What is this Antapura? Antapura is a place where the Antaratma resides, the indwelling spirit resides. It is only in this, it's only the devotion, not the wisdom, that leads to Antapura. Women are responsible. Even Swami has said that women are responsible for men to tread along the path of devotion. Next, please. A woman plays many roles in the growth of the organization. And that is why the Mahila Vibhag has a prominent role in the organization. Swami also would refer to a woman as being very powerful. He called them Lakshmi Narayan, Radha Krishna, Uma Maheshwar. The woman precedes the man. Therefore, she has a powerful influence on man. Next. How can the woman spread the organizational message? First, visit homes in the Samati. I did this before. Like Balvika Children's Home. Invite the mothers, the neighbors to come into your bhajan session. Make them join in agarbatti making, handicraft, pickles, candles, woolen. We did this before, so we'll move ahead to the next. But it's necessary that a woman must keep herself positive. There are 10 messages that we must remember. As soon as we get up in the morning, you must pray. And the first positive thought you must be is, thank you God for the beautiful night and for the pleasant morning light. After thanking God, you must first start with this. I am a powerful being. The first thought you must bring to your mind. I am a powerful being, Stri Shakti. I am a peaceful being, Shanti. I am a fearless being. I am a healthy being. My body is healthy and will always be. Remember the next important thing. God's energy is a ring of protection around me. God's energy is a ring of protection around my family. God's energy is a ring of protection around my neighborhood. God's energy is a ring of protection around the universe. That which has come will go away. Don't tell the name. You all know what has come today into this world. It will go away. We are seeing it going away slowly. And remember lastly, I am an angel of God. These are the 10 thoughts. If you say this every morning, I am a powerful being. I am a peaceful being. I am a fearless being. I am a healthy being. God's energy is a ring of protection around me. It's a ring of protection around my family, a ring of protection around my neighborhood. God's energy is a ring of protection around the universe. Think that which will come will go away. Don't say that name. Don't even bring the negative name to your tongue. And I am an angel of God. These are the positive inputs after you have thanked the Lord for the pleasant night. Let's see the next important slide. Swami says, now there are a lot of, today you would have seen that there is Satya Sai answers. Beautiful reading matter. That should be your reading matter. And something like that is Sai says, that the Mahilas are best in service. Swami has himself said. I remember in one youth meeting, Swami had praised the ladies of that youth and said, where there are ladies working, it is always powerful. So we have here, just excuse me. Swami once asked the director of a telephone industry, how many women in your industry? The director replied, Swami, 99% of the employees are women. And you know why, Swami? They do 10 times more work than men. They don't stop till their work is done. Service is the greatest educational discipline. And therefore, we women are known for this discipline, that we will not stop till the work is completed. Let's go ahead and see what else we have to add to our life. We are ideal for service. Swami has said that service is self-rewarding. Not only reward in the next janam, but even in this janam. I remember from my own life, I was only a Bal Vikas Guru from the age of 17. And every time Swami would say, "Hey Bombay Bal Vikas, hey Bombay teacher, how are you? Kaisa chalta hai Bal Vikas?" He would keep talking about Bal Vikas with me. And then things became bad in my home, my father's life. But Swami took upon himself the task of performing my marriage. We had no money at home, but Swami took upon himself the task of providing for the wedding. So once in the interview room, I asked Swami, why are you doing all this for me, Swami? I don't deserve it. Swami said, तुम मेरा बाल विकास चलाती है, मैं इतना नहीं कर सकता. You are running my बाल विकास. Can I not do this much for you? So if you do his work, he will do your work. Mother Teresa has said, spread your love wherever you go. Service is a journey which must be undertaken and must be done with the awareness that the Lord resides in every heart. Keep your head in the forest and hands in society. Therefore, we must do service. Next. 10 things to remember. Every woman must remember these 10 things. We have just passed through Dasera and 10 days we have celebrated of the conquest of evil by good, by contemplation of the Divine Mother. So anytime, whenever you get time, do the japa. Om Jagan Mata Jaya Ho. Om Jagan Mata Jaya Ho. Sai Mata Jaya Ho. Satya Sai Mata Jaya Ho. Om Jagan Mata Jaya Ho. Om Jagan Mata Jaya Ho. Sai Mata Jaya Ho. Satya Sai Mata Jaya Ho. So the 10, first remember 10 times. 9 days, 9 glasses of water you must drink. Because if your health is not good, how can you look after your family? 8 hours of sleep. Pray 7 times a day to the 7 Saptarishis. Give up the 6 enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, Matsarya. Practice 5 human values. Just a minute. Have the 4 Purusharthas in your mind. The base must always be Dharma. The triangle must be Artha and Kama. And your direction must be Moksha. Human values of head, hand and heart. 3HV. Whenever a thought comes to the head, before you put it to action, take the approval of the heart. Remember the 2 S's of Shirdi Baba, Saburi and Shraddha. And remember, lastly, there is only one God, and He is omnipresent. So these are the 10 things we have to remember. Let's go to the next. Do deeds without any trace of ego. Educate the woman, because she will educate the nation. Make Kurukshetra into Dharmakshetra. Next. Carry in your heart the first aid box with tablets of discrimination, an ounce of sense control. Just a minute, please. Mixture of love and compassion, and use this box to infuse courage and strength in others. Seva must bring us close to God. Especially women, Madhura Bhakti like Yashoda or Atma Nivedanam like Radha are the best examples of love or devotion. We move on to the next slide, please. The greatest seva a woman must do is to control her speech. Speak softly, sweetly, obligingly, and less. Our tongue is the most dangerous organ. It has two functions, to eat and to speak. We must speak less, speak sweetly, and speak obligingly. Next. Here are some thoughts I would like to share with you. I sought my soul. My soul I could not find. I sought my God. My God eluded me. I sought my friend. I found God, soul, and my friend. So, make God your only friend. Talk to Him whenever you have time. Give your slightest feelings to Him. Share your innermost secrets with God. Swami had once told me, कितना बात करती है, मैं थक जाता हूँ, तू इतना बोलती है, इतना बोलती है. But that was talking to the picture I had in my house. Every one of you must talk to one picture of Swami which you have in your house. Make it your best friend and share all your innermost secrets with him. Let's go ahead. Next, share and care. Unless you are inspired, you cannot inspire. Unless you are moved, you cannot move others. Unless you are happy, you cannot make others happy. So be happy and serve the Lord. Then you will be transformed. And that brings me to a beautiful song. The next. जब से मैंने साई पाया, मेरा जीवन बदल बदल गया. जब से मैंने साई पाया, मेरा जीवन बदल बदल गया. इस जहां की बुराइयों से मुझे छुड़ाया प्यार देके. तब से दिल मेरा मन मेरी काया, मेरा जीवन बदल बदल गया. नेक्स्ट वन. सत्य धर्म शांति प्रेम राह दिखाया, चलना सिखाया. तब से दिल मेरा मन मेरी काया, मेरा जीवन बदल बदल गया. So never forget God. Let me share with you a beautiful incident. I'm a lawyer, and an old man came to me and once asked me, "Ma'am, will you make me a will?" I said, "Sure, what's there to in the will? Tell me what do you want to do and whom you want to give everything to." So he said, "Ma'am, I have 19 horses. And I have my son Raju staying with me and my servant Ramu helping me in my house. And I go every evening to Dharmakshetra, to the Sai temple. I want to share these 19 horses like this. I want to give half my horses to Raju." I want to give 1/5 of my horses to Ramu, my servant. And I want to give 1/4 of my horses to Dharmakshetra, and I die. So I said, fine. I wrote the will and he signed it, and I want to make Mr. Padmanabhan Pai the executor of the will. I said, fine. So the will was signed and sealed and given to Padmanabhan Pai that when this old man dies, you open the will and distribute the assets. A few weeks later, the old man died, and Mr. Padmanabhan Pai opened the will. And he started, oh God, what has happened? Ma'am has made a big mistake. She says, in the first line itself, give half of my horses to Raju, my son. Half of 19? Half of 19 is 9.5. I mean, I have to slaughter a horse into half. Man, my God, what will she do now? What will I do? And he was thinking and scratching his head, sitting on the center place of the village. And there came another wise man on his horse. And he asked, Mr. Pai, what's happened? Why are you scratching your head so much? He said, see, this Kamla ma'am has made a mistake in the will, and now what do I do? What is it? And he explained the whole thing. So the wise man said, don't worry, Mr. Pai, bring all the 19 horses, line them up here. So all the 19 horses were lined up. And the wise man got down from his horse and he put that 20th horse on to the 19 horses. He said, now distribute, Mr. Pai. So half of 20, 10 went to Raju. 1/4 of 20, 5 went to Ramu the servant. 1/5 of 20, 4 went to Dharmakshetra. So 10 plus 5 plus 4 is 19. And the old wise man sat on his horse and went about to ride away. When Padmanabhan Pai said, stop, what happened? What did you do? And the wise man said, whenever you are in problem, remember God. Never forget God. God is the 20th horse in your life. Always remember God, and therefore you will have no problems. Let us move to the last slides. Don't underestimate anyone and always be grateful. I started that the first thought that you must start with be grateful. Another important thing is don't underestimate. Let me share one or two more stories before I end. I have a lot of stories to share with you all. And only with these stories you will remember what I have spoken. The rest you will forget. But these stories you will remember for life. There was a conference of all the nations of the world. And you know, before a conference, they all have tea. So the Chinese, the Japanese, the English, the Frenchmen, everybody gathered at the hall. Everybody was made to sit. First came the Chinese, and he was seated right in front, and next to him was an American seated. So the American looked at the Chinese and thought, this Chinese doesn't know English well. So how you speak to children? He said, you know English? The Chinese, very humble, nodded his head, didn't say a word, and said yes. Then everybody was called, please come and have your tea and snacks. So they all went to the table. And first came, you know, abroad it's always soup and starters first. So first came the soup. So again the US citizen, the US national asked the Chinese, you like soupy? The Chinese had the soup and said yes. Then the starters came, you like starters? Then you like fruits like that? Everything came and finally everything was cleared. All the tables were taken away and the assembly was brought to order. And then the US national went on the stage and said, we will start the proceedings of the conference. And I call upon Mr. Chin Winlin of China to give his inaugural speech. Mr. Chin Lin Win was the same Chinese seater next to him, went up on the stage and spoke the most impeccable English. Everybody stood up and clapped. And then Mr. Win Lin Chin came down the stage, and before he took his seat next to the US national, he asked the US national, "Like my speechy?" And everybody gave a thunderous applause. So don't underestimate him, thinking that he doesn't know anything. I know everything. Remember, always be grateful. And lastly, never give up. My advice to everyone is, once you have taken up any seva activity, whether it be bhajans or it's study circle or balvikas, don't give up. And this is a lesson we learned from Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was asked by his alma mater to give the valedictory speech for the school. And so many people are speaking and nobody wants to hear any more speeches. Winston Churchill went on the stage. "I'll speak only 6 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll sit down." Everybody said, "What is he saying? Once he gets a mic, he'll go on talking." But Winston Churchill kept to his word. He said, never, 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 never. Only 4 words he said so far. Never, 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 never give up. And down sat Winston Churchill. So that is my advice to all of you. Never, never, never give up. And remember that we are always grateful to Bhagwan for having given us this opportunity to come together and celebrate Ladies' Day. जब से मैंने साई पाया, मेरा जीवन बदल बदल गया. जब से मैंने साई पाया, मेरा जीवन बदल बदल गया. जय साई राम.
Sai Ram, ma'am.
Sai Ram.
It indeed was a captivating, divine, and an enticing experience to listen to you. Truly, Srimati Kamala ma'am, you are such a wonderful role model to all the women in the organization by enriching our hidden resources to carry forward Bhagavan's legacy. Ma'am, we are humbled by your heart-touching and exceptional presentation, which invokes the duty bountiful of women in the organization. We assure you by promising to Swami in doing our sadhana for our eternal transformation. Now, it's my pleasure to invite Srimati Asha Anand to present her Thanksgiving. Over to Asha Anand.
Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my loving pranams at the lotus feet of our very beloved Swami, Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Dear Swami, we are very grateful to you for making this beautiful Ladies' Day a resounding success. Respected elders, dear brothers and sisters of Sai fraternity, my Sai Rams to you all. On behalf of Sri Satya Sai Seva Organizations Karnataka, I deem it a great privilege and honor to propose vote of thanks on this very special occasion. Respected All India President Shri Nimish Pandya sir, Vinamra Sai Ram. We are honored that you have graced this occasion with your presence. Thank you, sir. I extend my heartiest gratitude to the distinguished Honorable Speaker of this Ladies' Day, Srimati Kamala Pandya Madam, National Coordinator, Sri Satya Sai Seva Organizations, India. As Swami says, feminine aspect, our Stri Shakti, is the foundation on which a peaceful and happy world is to be raised. Definitely, ma'am, your highly lively verse has conveyed this profound message of Swami and inspired both young and old. Thank you, dear ma'am. respected state presidents of Karnataka, Shri Venkataramana Goswami sir and Shri Padmanath Pai sir, we do acknowledge your advice and guidance. And my sincere thanks to all the office bearers of Karnataka. I do appreciate, value, and acknowledge the support given by Brother Saish and members of technical committee. Dear children, your Vedam chanting was excellent. My loves to you. And invocation was just divine. And loving Sairams to all the good hearts, all the good loving hearts who have worked behind the screen. Sairam.
Thank you, Asha Anand. Women have the virtue of selfless love, tenderness, kindness, especially self-sacrifice, selflessly serving their family as well as others' needs. Women are the heirs of our ancient culture. These hidden powers have the capacity to transform not only their homes but their working environment and the wider community. Swami lovingly blessed Mahilas with many challenging opportunities and responsibilities in Satyasai Seva organizations at national and international level. Mahilas form an integral part of Sri Satyasai Seva organization. They are powerful and sometimes silent torch bearers of Bhagavan's mission of love all and serve all. We will end today's session with Arati to our beloved Mother Sai. Over to you, Brother Saish. Omkara Rupa Vajasvi
Vandana